Hey everyone, welcome to the show. I have some updates to share about the investigations into Donald Trump and his allies. And this first bit of news should make all of them very nervous. So, the forewoman of the special grand jury, this is the one down in Georgia, investigating Trump's infamous call with Brad Raffensperger and his attempted coup down there. She gave some details to the Associated Press and other news outlets recently. She's kind of been making the rounds. Her name is Emily Kors, and she said that she can't provide any names, but the amount of people they recommended for indictment is, quote, not a short list. Kors also told the AP that 7 sections of their report, which are still under seal, address the jury's indictment recommendations. And when asked if Donald Trump is on that list, she declined to answer, but she said that when the public sees the list, quote, "You're not going to be shocked. It's not rocket science. You won't be too surprised." Yeah. So I think she's telling without telling. She also said, quote, "I will tell you that if the judge releases the recommendations, it is not going to be some giant plot twist. You probably have a fair idea of what may be in there. I'm trying very hard to say that delicately." And Kors confirmed that the jury, quote, "started with the first phone call, the call to Secretary Raffensperger that was so publicized." And then Kors said that she realized that this grand jury assignment was a, quote, "big freaking deal" when the jurors were led down a staircase to an underground parking garage. And then officers were waiting down there, she said, with these large guns. And then the jurors were driven out of the garage in vans with heavily tinted windows. And then the police officers escorted them to their personal vehicles. Kors also provided some details about some of the witnesses, just the jury's general impression or responses to them. So, for example, she described Georgia's Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger as, quote, "really geeky, kind of funny." And she said that Senator Lindsey Graham, she was shocked because he was very polite and he was joking around with the jurors. She was shocked because she knew, and they all knew, that he was fighting the subpoena. In addition, Kors noted that former White House aide Cassidy Hutchinson was much more forthcoming than her former boss, which of course is Mark Meadows. So basically, she said Mark Meadows refused to answer anything. He asserted his rights, and that's it. And without naming any names, Kors told the AP that some witnesses had already secured immunity deals before they testified. But she said that one witness in particular refused to answer questions until the prosecutor offered him immunity in front of them, in front of the jurors. So we don't know who that was, but we do know it was a male. And then when asked why they didn't call Trump to testify, Kors stated that although they wanted to hear from him, quote, "Trump was not a battle we picked to fight." She said that basically they didn't believe that he was going to provide any meaningful testimony, which is not a good sign for him. In my mind, that means basically they didn't believe that he was going to be honest with them. And this totally refutes the statement that Trump put out on his Truth Social platform saying, "oh, total exoneration." No. In fact, their report said there was absolutely no evidence of voter fraud in the state of Georgia. That was part of their findings. And yeah, they didn't exonerate him in any way, shape, or form. And they didn't think that he would be honest if they called him to testify. That's not good. As for Kors, she said that she didn't vote in the 2020 election. She said that she was only vaguely aware of all of these post-election fights. And she claims that she had never heard that Trump call with the Secretary of State until she was in the grand jury. The one in which he said, "you need to find me," or "I just need you guys to find me the exact number of votes I need to overturn the election." And Kors said that although she tends to agree more with Democrats, she's not affiliated with either political party. She also told the news outlet, quote, "I didn't want to characterize anyone before they walked in the room. I felt they all deserved an impartial listener." So I am very excited for these indictments to start flying. I mean, there's just no way that a lot of people that we know who are guilty as sin, who we have wanted for months and years to see pay a price, there's no way that they all skate. She also said that they discussed the electors, the fake electors. That was a big part of what they discussed. So yeah, I think that there's going to be a lot of heads rolling and it's going to be a great day. So anyway, the other bit of news I have to share involves the Justice Department investigation into Trump's alleged coup plot. Last week, Arizona House Speaker Ben Toma and the Arizona Senate President, a man named Warren Peterson, they each confirmed that they received a subpoena from the special counsel, Jack Smith. Peterson said his subpoena relates to any communication that he may have had with people on a list that they provided, but he told the Arizona Central he only recognizes one name on the list, which is Rudy Giuliani. Toma, on the other hand, received a subpoena for his cell phone, and the special counsel also wants him to be interviewed next month. So they both said they're going to cooperate. And then in addition to these two, it also was revealed in a news report that the Arizona state senator named Sonny Borelli, plus former state senator Michelle Ugenti Rita, I think is how you say her name, they also received subpoenas. Their subpoena requests were for all communications with Trump and or his campaign. And then it also asked for any documents that they have that they may have provided to the January 6th Select Committee or, quote, any other state or federal inquiry related to the 2020 presidential election. So there you have it, guys. That's the update so far. I am on indictment watch at this point. I'm not going to sleep until these indictments come out. So somebody needs to call Fani Willis and tell her this is a matter of my health and to please get a move on. Let's get going, get to getting, as my aunt used to say. So I will let you know as soon as it hits, of course. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening. Please like this video, share it with others. Please tell people about the show. Become a monthly supporter if you can. It truly helps to keep the show going. Please subscribe if you're not already. Makes a big difference as well. Love you all. Take care, and I'll talk with you soon.